good life. That's what I like to say. Ah, yeah. Get off at the top train station and then hike down a couple of stops. It's cold though. Cold. So 2 things to love about beautiful Zermatt, Switzerland. One of them is that there's no cars in the town. That's one of the charms I love about this place. The other is all the great trains come in and out of there. We got the Glacier Express that we took from St. Moritz over to Zermatt, and then now we're taking the train up to the Gornergrat. The train station for the Gornergrat is across the street from the main train station, leaves from the center of Zermatt and up the mountain, literally up the mountain. Along the sides of it, it's some fantastic, beautiful scenery of the Swiss Alps. There's a few stops along the way. There's about 6 or 7 stops, so you can buy tickets point to point. It's a little bit cheaper. If you want to go all the way up and back, I think it was about $120, $130 round trip. Again, if you have the Swiss Pass or the Euro Pass, you're going to save a lot of money on the tickets. And what we decided to do was take the tickets all the way to the top and then start hiking down. So when we were hiking down there, you can see the train pass you by. And it's so cold and so windy, you're like, holy shit, should I have just gotten on the train? But then you look around and see how beautiful these mountains are, how adventurous these trails are, and you're like, ah yeah, there's no life like the good life, so we made the right choice, hiking back down. So once you leave the train, the choice isn't to hike all the way back down to Zermatt, although you could. It'd be a day trip to hike all the way back down, I would believe. But you can just hike down a couple of stations like we did. We went down about 2 stops and then got the train from down there. But the trails are well marked. There's nothing really dangerous at all out here. And the scenery is just absolutely beautiful. If you are a little bit tired every time you see the train go by, you're like, maybe I should be on the train. But there's no life like the good life, and being out in these fantastic Alps mountains. There's so many trails that go off into the glaciers you can choose if you want. Views of the Matterhorn are just everywhere. Now, if you only have a day or 2 in Zermatt, I highly suggest the Glacier Paradise that we did the first day in the trip, and there's a video on that. But if you've got the time, this is an awesome way to spend a day too, coming up to Gornergrat. ¿Cómo está vida? Como la vida buena. Ah, yeah. The train ride is fun, the views are spectacular, the hike down is amazing, you're getting your steps in these beautiful Swiss Alps. VFC's Travels on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss all these great videos and great travels. Remember, reach out to VFC's Travels for bookings and all these locations I go. I can do some travel planning for you. We can book the places you want to stay, the hotels. If you peruse VFC's Travels on YouTube, there's a playlist for everywhere I go that recommends hotels, restaurants, things to do, places to go. So yeah, reach out if you want a part of that. Otherwise, go enjoy these beautiful places. It was always a dream to go to the Swiss Alps, and here we are. And when we came up to Gornergrat, it was when we were on a cable car the day prior going up to Glacier Paradise. And go check out that video if you haven't yet, you're soft. That told us about this Gornergrat train and how cool it is, so that's what we did. Yeah, meeting people, new places, new things. VFC's Travels on YouTube. There's no life like the good life. Subscribe. And yeah, enjoy.